You don't find it offensive that Donald Trump has been found liable for rape?
Tonight, the fallout from a bombshell settlement in President-elect Trump's defamation suit against ABC News.
Endorsed Donald Trump for president. Judges and 2 separate juries have found him liable for rape and for defaming the victim of that rape.
The lawsuit stemming from this March interview by anchor George Stephanopoulos, where he grilled South Carolina Congresswoman Nancy Mace, a survivor of rape, on how she could support Trump.
I'm asking you a very simple question.
And I answered it. You're shaming me for my political choices.
I'm asking you a question about why you endorse someone who's been found liable for rape.
It was not a criminal court. This was
a civil court.
It was a civil court.
Stephanopoulos falsely saying Trump was liable for rape more than 10 times over the course of the interview.
It has been shown to be rape. The judge affirmed that it was in fact rape. Donald Trump was found to have committed rape. That's just a fact.
In fact, the jury in the E. Jean Carroll case found Trump liable for sexual abuse and explicitly not for rape. Mr. Trump sued, claiming that Stephanopoulos and the network knew or should have known the statement was false. His lawyers citing this interview Stephanopoulos did with Carroll months earlier.
The first announcement was made, and it was that he was not found liable for rape. What were we thinking at that moment?
Bobby and I were sitting together and we were holding hands. Her hand was ice cold.
Complicating the dispute, the judge in the Carroll case clarified in a written opinion that New York's definition of the term rape is narrow, and that the jury's finding, quote, does not mean that she failed to prove Mr. Trump raped her, as many people commonly understand the word rape. The jury found that Mr. Trump, in fact, did exactly that.
It was against my will, and it hurt, and it was a fight.
Carroll alleged Trump assaulted her in a Manhattan department store in the mid-90s. Trump is appealing 2 jury verdicts, ordering him to pay Carroll nearly $90 million. In the settlement, ABC agreeing to donate $15 million to Trump's presidential library, pay $1 million to his legal team, and add a statement to their article on the interview reading, ABC News and George Stephanopoulos regret statements regarding President Donald J. Trump made during the interview. In a statement, the network saying, "We are pleased that the parties have reached an agreement to dismiss the lawsuit on the terms in the court filing." The deal widely seen as a win for President-elect Trump, who has made attacking the news media part of his political brand for years.
We have to straighten out the press. Our press is very corrupt, almost as corrupt as our elections.
Some journalists criticizing ABC's decision to settle. Paul Farhi, former media reporter with the Washington Post, calling the agreement an awful precedent and a huge sellout.
Ken Delanian joins us now. Ken, a lot going on, a lot of people talking about this one. I understand President-elect Trump is now promising even more defamation suits against news organizations.
That's right, Tom. Today he announced his intention to sue the Des Moines Register over a poll published in that newspaper just before the election showing that Kamala Harris was up 4 points. It was by a really well-known pollster, Ann Seltzer, who subsequently retired and acknowledged that that poll was wrong. It was an outlier. And this is one of many. If he sues, it would be one of many defamation suits he has going against the New York Times, the Washington Post, the Pulitzer Board, Bob Woodward. Mr. Trump portrays himself as a crusader against the news media. Tom?
All right, Ken Delanian for us. Ken, we appreciate